JP Morosi, welcome to you. Good morning. Time to figure out who's on the move, presented by Penske. You were in Anaheim last night for the Angels and Tigers game. We had big hopes you were going to break some trade between the two teams. Didn't happen, but scouts were in attendance watching Shane Greene. Tell me more.
Good afternoon, Lauren. Yes, there was a pretty good scouting presence last night in Anaheim, and I do believe the reason for that presence was Tigers closer Shane Greene, who has not pitched a lot recently because the Tigers haven't been winning very many games recently. But last night, a good opportunity for scouts to get a chance to look at Greene, and he pitched a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts. Very important at this time of year. Of course, you contrast that with the Ken Giles situation with Toronto. He's got the elbow inflammation, not able to pitch. So while Giles's trade value goes down because of the health reasons, Greene's goes up because it's one more good outing for him. And again, the Dodgers are the team that I believe is most closely associated with Shane Greene at this point in time. The Nationals are in there as well, but I do believe the Dodgers and the Nationals are the 2 most serious teams on Shane Greene. You see what's happened there with the Dodger bullpen, especially you think about last weekend and Kenley Jansen struggling there in that save opportunity there on Friday against the Nationals. So I think it's a very important link there between the Dodgers and Shane Greene potentially there with the Detroit Tigers. Now, I was told, Lauren, as well today, a short time before we came on the air here, Mike Leake is scheduled to start for the Mariners this evening in Arlington, Texas. And I was told just a short time ago by a source, it's 50-50 at this point in time if he's actually going to take the ball and pitch tonight. Wow. Because the trade conversations the Mariners are having right now are actually that intense. Again, no deal imminent right now, but if one is within range, we could certainly see Leake scratch from that start because of the way things are looking right now for the Seattle Mariners. So again, the Mariners, they've got a couple different trade possibilities. Leake is one of them. Roenis Elias is another, given the general shortage of lefty relief out there. But again, tonight, I would say, Leake, watch very carefully. This could be one of those hashtag hug watch scenarios to see with Leake potentially not taking the mound for the Mariners because a trade is within range.
Oh, well, perhaps we will find out his future tonight, something we will watch closely, JP. I was listening to you talk about the Dodgers. There's been conversation about the Dodgers and Felipe Vasquez. He came in studio last week. I can tell you, you want him on your team. He's unfazed by anything. The price tag, the asking price, what are you hearing?
Well, Lauren, the price tag right now is still very high, just about more than 24 hours away from the trade deadline. And Buster Olney reporting at ESPN that the Pirates have been asking the Dodgers for Gavin Lux, who is their best prospect. And Gavin Lux is right now arguably the best pure hitter in the minor leagues anywhere, and has got a chance to have a big impact for the Dodgers down the stretch as a bat. So Lux, to me, is someone that I would believe the Dodgers will say is off limits here. But if you look at that graphic, Will Smith is right now already in the big leagues, which I believe makes Keibert Ruiz somewhat more expendable. And then you have Dustin May as well. Now, May could be a potential fit for the Dodger bullpen down the stretch this year. But when you think about where the Dodgers are and how close they are to winning the World Series, I do think they would give up Ruiz. And May is the pressure point as well. So I think that's where, if the Pirates' asking price settles in there at May and Ruiz, I believe this deal has a chance to happen. If they stay on Lux, as Buster had reported, I simply don't see that happening. I think the Dodgers are well within the rights to say no chance on Gavin Lux. He's got a chance to make a really big impact on their club very, very shortly. But I think when you think about the fact they've already got Will Smith in the big leagues, trusting him with a lot of starts already, Ruiz potentially could be expendable, and then it just comes down to that one pitcher, Dustin May. Do you look at May and that impact potentially? You think about May maybe having an impact for them late innings of a game, but a bit of a difference between a rookie pitcher, as May would be, and Felipe Vasquez, who has a chance to be a dominant closer in this bullpen there for the Dodgers, at least a co-closer alongside Kenley Jansen, for a team that has basically one flaw, and that is the late inning relief, especially on the left side. For a team that's been in the back-to-back World Series, Lauren, this is the intrigue, the beauty of the trade deadline.
Oh, let's see if the Pirates come down on that asking price. Time will tell. You know, JP, we're so focused on pitching, and rightfully so. So many contenders in need of an arm, whether at bullpen or starter. Trey Mancini's name was thrown out a couple of months ago, kind of slowed down. Our talks picking up again.
They are, Lauren. And in fact, as you mentioned, I think that we're seeing maybe some more attention given to the bats because it has been a very arm-dominant trade deadline. But I was told the last 24 hours or so, Trey Mancini getting some interest from clubs like the Astros, the Rangers, and the Rays. And of course, He's appealing to a club like Texas simply because it's a longer-term control on his contract, of course, and multiple years of control with Trey Mancini. And Baltimore knows, and Mike Elias in his first year there as the GM, to maybe get that infusion of prospects that they need. Mancini, one of the better pieces they've got. And again, you think about 24 home runs already this year on a team that struggled as they have. I think he is someone that I think would have tremendous amount of value in the market when you consider just how few controllable bats of this caliber there are. Nick Castellanos is out there. Of course, Nick is going to be a rental, and some of the same teams are linked there. The Cubs, I would mention on Castellanos, and even the Indians in the same division there for the Tigers, a possible fit there for the Nicholas Castellanos. But I think in general, Trey Mancini, the great product of Notre Dame, the potential anchor of Team Italy's lineup of the next World Baseball Classic, Lauren, could be on the move here in the next day or so.
Always with a smile on his face as well. Arm-dominant deadline indeed, although they all seem to be that way. JP Morosi, thanks so much. Appreciate the time.